Whew. Warning, Ubisoft. Shit. This is Scott Pilgrim versus the world for the Nintendo Switch game consoles. I don't have any attachment to this game. I know everyone and their fucking mom does, but I don't have any attachment to this game. I don't have any attachment to the thing. I guess I'll just be Scott. Let's be Red Scott. Yeah, I don't have any attachment to this game or the movie or the comics or whatever the fuck this thing is based on. I know it was a huge deal when it came out originally, because it's got all the video game references and whatnot. Like, that's totally fair. I missed the boat of when it was out, so like, you know, like a lot of the things that this game did, and it being kind of like the first one to do it, have now been done so many more times that it's not like, I don't know, like it's not like as groundbreaking anymore, you know, I guess. If that makes sense. But I still wanted to try it because sometimes even games that are like, you know, like pioneers, and then a lot of games later kind of take that idea and take it further. Like, but a lot of the times it's still, it'll be either like, oh, well, why play that first one if like now they have, like, why play fucking, you know, like, son of a bitch. Like, why play, you know, like, why play Mario World when you could play fucking Mario Odyssey? Like, that I guess that argument. And it's like, yeah, like, or, I mean, again, no, like, why play Super Mario 1 when you could play fucking Mario Maker, right? Or whatever the fuck the thing would be, right? Where whatever the newest version of that is. Like, it's like, yeah, that it does a lot of the stuff that the old game did, and it at this point it's kind of perfected it and like done it so well because it has the ability to look at the old game and kind of learn from it and take into account what worked, what didn't work. But like, that doesn't necessarily mean that the old game's ass. Like, it just means that they've improved and changed things. But like, that doesn't mean that the first one was bad. Like, the first one was still good. So I think that was my idea behind playing this game, is where it's like, I know games have taken this and then like done more with it. I think River City Girls would probably be one that comes to mind that's like pretty recent. Why are these guys so fucking hard to beat? I should have just played on easy. Like, but that doesn't necessarily mean that like this game is not good because other games exist, you know? So, all that being said, this is Scott Pilgrim versus the world. I was never into it as it was out. Like, I wasn't like I mentioned it before, but I don't fucking read. And that's just because I don't have that in me. It's really hard to get me to read. I only read if it's Phoenix Wright. So, oh my god. Yeah, like when the movie came out, I remember like my cousin was like, "Oh my god, you gotta watch Scott Pilgrim. This shit's fucking good. Look at all these fucking references. They got little fucking Zelda tones. Oh my god, it's so good." And I was just like, "All right, whatever, fucking, I don't fucking care." And like, I watched it and like it was fine. Like, I didn't hate it, but one, I am not a movie person. Like, I don't fucking sit around and watch movies. I just can't. That's not me shitting on people who do. Like, do you, like, it's a perfectly, there's a reason why their films are regarded the way they are, because obviously they do stuff. It's an art form. It's just not for me. Like, I can't sit down and watch a movie. It's really hard for me to do that. I don't know why it is. So like when I was told like, oh man, you gotta watch fucking Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's just gonna be fucking good. It's got fucking, it's got, like it's got all these cool Nintendo references and it's so cute and cheeky and like, look at ha ha ha. I was just like, all right, fucking whatever. Like, I don't get it. I was like, cause I remember specifically like when we finished watching the movie, my cousin was like, so what'd you think? Wasn't it great? And I was like, it was fine. And he's like, what? No, it was like the best movie ever and this, that, and the other. Cause like in the scene where they did this and then the superpower that he has. And I was just like, it was fine. I didn't say I hated it. I've said I'm not a movie person. And 2, I don't know anything about this series for me to be attached that the way that you are. So yeah, like, I don't know. I think so far, like, the game is fine. Like, it plays fine. It's not doing anything like out of the ordinary, but it's a beat 'em up, so you can only do so much. But it's fine. I mean, I can see though, like, if it's you and 3 of your friends and like, even if you don't know shit about the movie like me or about the series, like, it's still fun. Like, it's still a fun game, and I can see myself like, hey, grab a controller and like, let's play. Like, it still holds up. And then I can only hear the music ever so slightly because it's turned down, but it's fucking Anamanaguchi. Like, fucking Endless Fantasy got me through a lot of shit in college. I was jamming to that fucking disc so hard, and I just actually looked at my disc the other day and it's all fucked up, so it doesn't work anymore, and I'm sad because I'm not gonna have it anymore. Like, unless I buy a new one or just burn a disc because my car's aux cable's ass. But like, I don't know. Like, it's got a lot of cool shit going for it, and I'm not gonna say it's like the best game, but it is pretty good. Like, I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what to expect with this game. But this is also from, I think, when an era when like games like this were beat 'em ups were starting to become a thing again. Like, I think this is like Castle Crashers era. And I remember Castle Crashers being like a big like, oh my god, play Castle Crashers, it's so fun. And I remember playing it and I was like, it's fine. Like, I don't know. I think it's, there's this is going to sound kind of like I'm an asshole, but like, I feel like there's this thing in video games where like, there's people who have been playing games for like fucking ever, like never stop, right? Like me, I'm fucking nerd from the beginning, from the cradle to the grave, Nintendo or whatever the fuck, right? And then there's people who like just follow the trends of the games that are out, and then when they see something that like they don't recognize or they haven't, so like let me try to rephrase this better. So like, say for example, platformers, right? Platformers have been were dead for a long time in like the late 90s to like mid, all throughout the 2000s, right? And it was this weird thing where like all platformers were shit, and like nobody wanted to play them, and like who plays them anymore? They're so outdated, blah blah blah, right? And then like a lot of those companies were still making those games. Like, I remember like Contra Shattered Soldier was still coming out. They were still making like fucking King of Fighters games. Like, I don't know, but like those series never really went away. They just weren't popular anymore. So like a lot of people were just like, oh, remember that thing? Well, it doesn't exist anymore, right? Metal Slug is another good example, right? And then like they kind of went into obscurity, and then like another game comes out that basically does the same thing, and it's got like a fresh coat of paint, and it's like a brand new thing, or it's got like something about it is different, where it's like it's got like a humor, or it's got like an art style, or it's based off a property, and then people suddenly are like, oh my god, fucking this game's sick, and it's like, well, it's like blah 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 blah, but it's like a good example is like and this wasn't a cult classic. I mean, this wasn't a huge game, and I'm not shitting on it because I think it's fun. But like Alien Hominid, I I remember reading a thing where it's like, oh my god, it's so cool and like this, that, and the other. It's such a fun game, and it's like just fucking Metal Slug. Like it's literally just Metal Slug with a cartoon graphics, but like people didn't know that because a lot of Metal Slug was never like a mainstream game, and then what popularity it did have had already like went away by the time Alien Hominid came out. So when that came out, I was like, oh my god, this game's fucking cool. It's like, okay, yeah, but it's just Metal Slug or even fucking Contra, right? And then you look, and at the same time, they were still putting out like Contra games and shit, but like no one gave a fuck because, you know, it was like whatever. It's like it's not the cool new thing to be into. You know, it's like it's not Medal of Honor or whatever the fuck, Call of Duty 1 or whatever, Halo or whatever the fuck was being popular at the time. So I don't know. That's kind of what I feel about games like this, where it's like I like it, but there's also this part of me that's like, man, like I think this game got like it became as big as it did because it was doing something that like people had forgotten about, like the general population had forgotten about, and like they put like a fresh coat of paint on it and then made this, you know. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I think obviously like all it did was good things for the genre and for video games and stuff, because it made games like this a thing again, you know. Like fucking people played Castle Crashers and then they were like, oh well, what else? And then it's like, oh well, then they started playing this, and then they got Turtles in Time, or like the fuck, or like The Simpsons Arcade, shit like that, right? Like what the fuck, like shit like that, where like it did do good stuff for video gaming and specifically retro gaming. But I think it's just the fact that, like, I don't know. I think there's just this like thing where it's like, man, it's cool that Scott Pilgrim got big with its, you know, with its like a beat 'em up, but like had people just gave a shit, we would have had Streets of Rage 4 way sooner, or like we could have had fucking another Turtles in Time sequel or something. You know, like it took something like this for the population to be like, oh man, these games are fun, and then the fucking companies to be like, all right, let's make them again. Like fucking Mega Man 9's a good example, where it's like there were some Mega Man games coming out, but people were just fucking were like, oh, whatever. And then like something must have came out that gave like the retro revival thing, like New Super Mario Brothers or something. They were like, oh my god, platformers can still work. Like we should look into that. And then they're like, hey, let's make pixel games are coming back, or the pixel art style nostalgia thing is huge. So they're like, okay, cool, let's make Mega Man 9. And it was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, everyone was like, oh my god, yeah, like fucking finally. Yeah. And for me, I'm like, hell yeah, I was stoked. But like, they didn't have to wait that long. It was what was popular again, and it only happened because it was popular. And like, why did it have to be like some other fucking why did it have to be some other like game that got big, and in order for like the originals to be seen as worthy again? You know what? I don't even fucking know what I'm trying to say and how that relates to this game. In my head, it made sense. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I said, I was going off on like a hella tangent, and I wasn't even sure what was going to come of it. And yeah, so I mean, I hope this doesn't get demonetized. I mean, let me that's what the YouTubers say. I hope this doesn't get a copyright claim. Ain't nobody making money off this shit. Cause can I talk to them? What the? Scott's late fees. You can go into the stores. But yeah, because it's got, like I said, it's got an Anamanaguchi soundtrack, so I don't know what their copyright thing is, so I might be fucked. This might not even go up, Or they might just block the fucking audio. I don't know. But I'll make sure to keep the audio really low for this one. How about that? So you can still hear it, but you can't like hear it. I think I'm gonna die soon. But yeah, this looks like it would be fun with 4 people. And you know what? Like, it did bring back a genre and art style. Like games like this becoming popular did definitely do a lot for my type of games making a resurgence. So I'm not mad. I just slightly annoyed that like it always takes like one like outsider thing to make it popular and cool again, when for a lot of people like it was cool all along and no one was paying attention. Burrito Grande. Oh. Okay. Cool. Okay. It said press A when attacked, and it didn't fucking do anything. Oh, it's like a counter block thing. I mean, yeah, I think that's my biggest thing, is just that the fact that like it just bugs me that, or it just saddens me that like so much stuff gets tossed aside and then it's not deemed relevant until something new comes along to make it relevant again, you know, or to make people think that it's relevant. I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say. This is Scott Pilgrim. I still don't remember the movie because it's been so fucking long. I should probably watch it now so I can remember what it's about, but maybe I'll have a different opinion on it, you know? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh my god. Did I just get murdered? Oh my god, I did. Wait, can't I do like a fucking Street Fighter move? Yeah. And like I said, the person who made this comic thing, probably a huge fan of a lot of video game stuff, probably like a super cool person. And I'm not shitting on them, and I'm not shitting on the movie or anything like that. It's just my own personal like thing where I just wish there was the stuff that I liked was more popular, so that, or at least deemed worthy of like continuing as opposed to just letting sit because it's not mainstream. I guess that's my problem. It's the problem with like liking stuff that's not in the like the most popular stuff, where like you want it to be more popular because you want them to make more of it and have more stuff associated with it, but you don't want it to get too popular because then they're gonna fuck it up, they're gonna oversaturate it, and then it's like it's gonna be one of those things where like the only reason people are into it is because it's popular, not because of what it is. And then once it's not popular anymore, they're just gonna abandon it. So I'd much rather leave it like have it be a niche thing that I can enjoy once in a while, as opposed to I can't buy any of this. Than having it be a massive thing that I get burnt down on. Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? This is my last life. And this might be my last recording? No, I think I have one more in me. Shit. I need to figure out what my next series is going to be, because right now it's probably still going. I don't fucking know. I don't know when this is going up. But the last one I recorded fully was Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, which is fucking amazing. It's a fucking amazing game. And yeah, I need a new one to take its place. So I guess we'll find out what that is, because I'll have to do it at some point. This level's fucking long. Oh my god. I've been playing this shit for like 20 minutes. I shouldn't have picked the hard difficulty. Is that a Ubisoft logo? Fuckers. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say, man. I don't know what to say. This might have to be my last recording. I missed a phone call. There's like 3 text messages I need to respond to. Yep. It like that. I got time, though. I don't know. I am kind of hungry, though. Continue. Oh! McDougal, no! It looks like you get, like, when you fully die, you get like a last, like, whiff of, like, energy. But yeah, I feel like this would be fun with multiple people. I just try getting 3 other fully working adults who share the same type of like for video games to get together to play this. Like, it's fucking impossible nowadays. Like, what the fuck? Like, everyone I know is like lives in another city, or like fucking doesn't like the same kinds of games that I like, or I don't know. That's my biggest problem, is like I don't fucking know anyone who likes the shit that I like. But I guess I should rate the game since I'm almost up with it. I'm gonna say it's a 7.5. Nah, it's an 8. It's an 8. It's a genuinely good game. Like, I have no problem admitting that. I think, even though I still don't know or have no attachment to the source material, I think it's a cool game. And I can see why so many people were like, this is one of those few games that I've played where the hype about like, oh my god, it got delisted, I wish it was still out because it was such a cool game or whatever, like, where that like status has not like gone away, like, and or I feel like it's not, they didn't, the game didn't earn it. Like, I think this game definitely earns that like title of, or like the way people perceive it, I think is valid. I think it is definitely a fun game. And I'm glad that I'm able to play it on a modern console and own it on a physical cartridge so that if it ever gets delisted again, I don't have to worry about it. Something about this gives me something about these bricks gives me some The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare vibes. Specifically the Temple of Maggie. I don't think I've played that game on here. That is one from my childhood. It's not a great one. It's pretty ass if you ask me, but nonetheless, it is a game that I played as a youngling, and by default, I have attachment to. I've got an attachment to it, whatevs. So that being said, I think I'll give it an 8. I think it still holds up. It's one of those. It's like I mentioned. I made the thing comparing it to like Mario 1 versus Mario Maker, which is a terrible example. I guess the better comparison would be like why play Final Fantasy 1 when you could play Final Fantasy 15? Like that kind of shit. It's like Final Fantasy 1 is still valid. Like, it's still all right. Oh, it's the boss. Jeez, fucking, how long was this? They're all dead. That dude's got a happy face shirt. What D? Oh, is that the boss? Matthew Patel, Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend. Powerful. Oh, yeah. That's the whole thing of the game. Is that you're trying to fight all the evil exes. I'm gonna die. I have like 5 health left. I have no health left. No, I give up. Oh, you can play network. You can play online. Extra game modes. Dodgeball. Options. Friendly hits. All right, well, I'm done. That was Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. I want to play this with people. God. I need new friends.